This is going on our YouTube. This is going on our YouTube.
Okay. Count us down. What the fuck is happening?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Dose. Dose.
Oh no. Hi, welcome. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Megan.
And we are your local podcasters today.
This is great.
I feel like we now need to be newscasters or something.
God. And the weather today is partly cloudy.
Right, we have a YouTube channel now and I've become a newscaster.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay. Hello, listeners. Welcome. Welcome to Running with Scissors.
Oh, yes. What episode? We finally discovered 24.
Yep.
We're confused. So if we've said any episode number that is not adding up to 24 at this point on the podcast, just let it go.
Move on.
Move on. Please just disregard.
Mind your biz.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
that was
wow.
good.
Yeah, that was great.
That was great.
Anyways, so what's making you run with scissors this week, Megan?
I think 6th season.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The anxiety it brings. We're shutting schools down, which UConn shut down for tomorrow.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Did they have to go today?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of like the metro schools are closed and been closed for this week.
Yep.
And then literally Oklahoma City in the United States is the highest for flu.
I think we've
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the state is red for many reasons. Did you see that eye roll?
Oh yeah, it was deep.
Yeah. Anyways, but red for the flu. But then like Oklahoma City is purple because it's real bad.
It's got all the things. Yeah.
So
I know. Yeah. If you're not from here, we've had every school shut down because of illnesses. If you have a third or more of staff and students out of school for illnesses, you have to shut down. So that's what's happened.
Yep.
So here we are. We're dumb for a lot of reasons in this state.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah, I think just the anxiety of it or any little, sniffle.
Yeah, right. No, that was just because I was crying laughing earlier.
You don't have the flu.
No, don't start a pandemic in here, Megan.
Right. But yeah, I just think that the anxiety of it already, on top of me being a germaphobe and, wanting to keep my kids healthy and everybody else healthy. And, just, I feel like at this point, all of us will have it at some point, I'm sure.
Right. Yeah. It feels right.
But I'm also what are these motherfuckers doing? Just going around licking doorknobs and, not washing our hands and...
Right, you would think that after we lived through this horrific pandemic for a million fucking years that we would know now to quit it, Be better.
If you're sick, stay home.
Right. Although, to be fair, the schools dropped down their sick days again back to pre-COVID times. And I'm well... Sorry.
Well, now they even say with COVID, as long as they're not running a fever, they can come back to work or school.
Right. I'm I don't know, it's all crazy, honestly.
So you don't know what to think or believe. But
right.
But yeah, so I'm only working half a day tomorrow because, of course, Sarah leaves to go out of town this weekend. And school's closed tomorrow, so I had to move my afternoon, which is fine. It was only 3 people, so it wasn't a whole day.
Right.
But still. Fine, coordinating those 3 people. But
yeah, still sucks.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Yeah. So what about you? What are you running with?
Well, you and I talked about this earlier. I haven't been taking my Adderall. I've been trying to maintain my ADHD in other ways, which sticky notes is really the only way I've found that works. Anyways,
that must be why my mom has sticky notes everywhere.
Yeah,
She's a closet ADHDer.
Yeah, I love sticky notes.
Mm-hmm.
Get me a good sticky note pad. I'm in.
Yeah.
I could have. It looks like I'm a crime scene investigator, like a detective in my room sometimes because I just have sticky notes everywhere.
Okay. Well, it also
I need to have lines. Oh, I need to have like a
connect the dots.
Yeah. Anyways,
I do think it's funny that you and I both, on our sides of our little workstation or whatever, both have a note card or a little piece of paper with just random shit that's written down. Like, what does that even mean?
We know what it means.
Well, right.
I mean, we do. Maybe nobody else does.
Right.
But, I mean, half of it at this point, I might not know what it means.
Sure.
There might be things on there I don't remember what it means.
Yeah.
But either way.
Back to
so,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
sorry. So,
Your Adderall.
Stop taking it because, number one, they're out in the pharmacies again. So, I'm trying not to take it all the time. Plus, I'm feeling like in the phase in life I'm in, I don't need it as much as I have prior. Anyways.
I can relate. I mean, I haven't been taking my Vyvanse, not because of choice, but because of just not being able to get it right now.
Right.
And, yeah, and I feel like my body's going through like a whole like detox. Like, I don't even want coffee right now.
No, I haven't wanted coffee either, and I don't know why.
And every morning, it's like that was my every morning was have coffee, and like now I wake up and I'm like, I don't want it. But I still get it sometimes thinking that I will change my mind or I'm going to regret not having it or getting it. And then I don't finish it.
Yep.
It's like a couple sips and I'm like, oh, okay, that wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just so because I'm not taking that, but I'm still working out the same and like running the same. Like I'm fucking hungry all the time. All the time. I need to go back to not being hungry. I hate it. I hate it. I hate being hungry. Yeah. Because we just don't make time to eat during the day. And I don't have time in my life. I'm not going to wake up at 5 a.m. to make my goddamn lunch for the day and make sure I'm ready to go for the rest of my goddamn day.
I know.
I'm never going to do that.
I do envy Mark, who is across the hall from us.
And he is not raising children anymore.
He's not.
Okay?
But I do love that he has blocked his book to have a lunch at some point. And he even brings his lunch every day.
And he brings his breakfast.
He does, yes.
Every day as well. And, I do too. I love it. But at the same time, I don't have the mental capacity to do it. And, I guess I could do it all on Sunday, but I'm going to bet your ass by Thursday I'm not going to want what I made on Sunday to eat on
meal
Thursday.
Prepping
yes.
Kind of stuff, yeah.
I hate meal prepping.
Which, speaking of meal prepping, I went to that new Prepped.
Yes.
I walked in there today to see just what it was about. They have all kinds of different meals and sandwiches and turkey burgers, breakfast stuff. And it wasn't any more than, going through a drive-thru.
Oh. See, Chelsea needs to get on this. I need her to do this. I mean, I know she's figuring out her own life or whatever, and that's fine right now, but...
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I felt hungry all the time. And then when I haven't eaten and I'm starving, I get really nauseous.
Yes.
That's confusing. I don't like that. I don't like it. I want to eat, but I'm nauseous. It's crazy.
Right, or... you're so past the point of hunger that, nothing sounds good.
Right.
And so then it's I'm just going to drink water and move on.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I need to shove something into my mouth because I'm going to pass out because I'm so fucking hungry.
Right.
Anyways, that's my running with scissors because I don't know how to eat all the time.
I don't either, and I don't want to eat all the time either. Maybe we need to be better about keeping, nuts or like we have a
I'm
refrigerator.
not gonna eat fucking nuts. God damn it. I don't even like trail mix. And I eat trail mix. Like, it's not even my favorite. I just put it in my mouth because it's there. This shit doesn't fill me up. I'm gonna be hungry in 20 minutes again.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to think of like healthy snacks, okay? So like, you know, some cheese cubes, some beef jerky.
Cubes. I like
Beef
that.
jerky.
That sounds better. I can
Or
make
fuck,
some.
I'll go get a tub of pimento cheese. You'll eat that shit.
I love pimento cheese.
I do love
so
pimento
hard.
cheese.
Okay, but just no nuts, okay?
No
God.
nuts. Got it. Oh my gosh, listeners, speaking of nuts.
Yes. Yes. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, so I don't know what episode we talked about it and what it doesn't matter.
know.
But at some point in a past episode, we talked about how, you know, Tesla's like the Cybertruck is just like such a pussy ass truck. And how we're just waiting for these Oklahomans or Texas, like anywhere, somewhere in the South, to have some balls dangling from their Cybertruck.
Goddamn nuts on their fucking
Yes.
truck.
So
Any day now, right?
Right.
Anyways.
So apparently it's a thing, and they're called cyber nuts.
No joke. They're chrome nuts. Let me say that again. Chrome nuts. And they're like geometric. They're not circles. They're geometric.
Like diamonds or something.
Like the Cybertruck. It's the grossest thing
We'll
you've
post
ever
a
seen.
picture.
Yep. Going out the day this episode goes out. So you better watch.
Yep.
And listen.
Listen.
The day it happens.
Yeah.
And then
so
go
thank
look at
you,
the
Lacey,
picture.
for sharing that wonderful information of cyber nuts.
Gold information, Lacey. Thank
I'm
you.
sure you can get them in gold too.
Probably. They're every color. It looks like
every metallic.
iridescent.
Yeah.
Yep. All of them. Anyways,
You
they're
color,
probably
you can
10...
color your balls however you'd like. There's probably a pre-order for them. You probably can't get them yet. You have to put a deposit down.
And they're probably about $5,000 to $10,000. That's what I'm gonna assume.
Oh, for sure.
Minimum, right? Chrome. I don't even know. They look fucking ridiculous, y'all.
Well, so does the fucking Cybertruck.
No, it does. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But that was the best information. That made my whole day when Lacey sent that to you and you showed it to me. That was great. Because it's happening.
I feel like I keep interrupting your running with scissors.
Oh, well, no, I just said I'm hungry all the time.
Okay, but we do need to be better about, maybe we need to be better about it. Maybe that's a goal this year, is to take a break in our day. But here's the problem with that is, like, I want to get through my day.
Right. No, let's just, you know what we need to have? We need to have just, like, bowls of food up there that we can just, like, put our hands in.
Like just, nuts and
cheese. Cheese. No goddamn nuts. Okay?
No nuts. No nuts, she says. Got it.
Okay, wait. Here's the deal. I was thinking like my kid calls that mix I make, the mom's camping mix. Yeah. Like something like that. Just something that
you can just pop in your mouth and go.
Okay, but peanuts is not it, man.
I'm not talking. Who fucking wants peanuts? Said nobody ever.
You're right, but nobody said I want to grab some nuts.
I mean, I do love some cashews or some pistachios.
Okay, pistachios are great though. I'm not gonna lie; those are good. Okay.
And like I hate like taking the shell off those motherfuckers. Yeah. But buying the deshelled ones. The ones that have already shed their skin.
Yes.
Don't taste the same.
I don't know that I've had the deshelled ones before.
Yeah, don't waste your time.
Okay.
They're expensive. Pistachios are so expensive.
We have to think they have to add preservatives to now preserve it because the shell's gone, so it probably does taste funky.
Good answer.
Well, it's just what happens when my mom's in the back of my head all the time, you know.
That's fair. I mean, that is some wonderful knowledge, though.
Yeah, with some... Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, bowls of
we
something.
always talk about semen and nuts.
We do.
How does this even happen?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
it is funny.
It is funny.
Nuts are funny.
Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. What?
I just think of our dads listening to this, and we're like, oh, and nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts are funny.
Yes. Because, your dad's going to come into the salon next time saying something about cyber nuts or...
Right. That he probably just ordered some cyber nuts for his truck.
He probably... Oh, yes.
He doesn't have a cyber truck, but he'll put some cyber nuts on his truck.
I can't wait. I can't wait to tally how many motherfuckers have bought the cyber nuts to put on their basic trucks.
Yeah.
But I'd rather see cyber nuts on your dad's truck than on a cyber truck, to be totally honest. So... And honestly,
what we never asked our dads?
What?
Why trucks back into parking spots?
Oh.
Remember when we talked about that?
Yeah. So let's ask them, hey dads, because we know you're going to listen to episode 24
and we're gonna
at
forget.
any time. Yeah.
Because if you didn't hear from at the beginning, neither one of us are medicated.
Right.
So
we're
not gonna remember.
No. So why do people... Because obviously trucks don't do it on their own. But why do people in trucks feel the need to back into parking spots everywhere?
Or not just our dads, any listener.
Anyone, yeah. People don't respond to us on anything unless it's a would you rather or something.
Yes.
Which is great, and we love it. But, if you have a response to something, I guess we do have friends that will, text us and respond to things.
And I do think that, some clients will say stuff, in person or something.
That's true.
A lot of people give feedback in person.
Right. So feel free to, at any time in the near future, let us know.
Definitely.
What you think.
Ellie drives a truck, so now I'm like, we should ask Ellie.
Yeah, we should ask
too.
Ellie.
But I don't know that I ever noticed that she backs into spots. Oh, and Aaron.
But Aaron backs into spots.
He sure does. Let's ask him too. Okay, we got a femme and a masculine.
Yeah. Yep. Femme and masculine. Yep.
So we will ask them.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. I love this.
Okay.
Actually, will we be seeing them both this evening?
Yeah.
Great. Let's ask them tonight.
Yeah.
We're not going to remember that.
We might.
We might.
Once we see their truck leaving the parking
lot.
lot.
Aaron is going to die when we tell him we've called him a masculine man.
Yeah. I mean...
He'll be proud.
Yeah, he will.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. We'll let him know.
It's going to just stroke that ego so hard, though.
Yeah.
Anyways.
He's masculine in his own way.
Yes, he is. What a guy. We love Aaron.
But he'll also put on a black dress.
But he will also put on a black dress. And I believe he's worn a Speedo in front of us before, hasn't he?
Well, it was at Gay Palooza. And he didn't wear it out on the boat, but he said he packed it.
That's right.
We made him go put it on and do a dance or something.
That's right. He's a real trooper of a friend.
He is.
He
can be easily persuaded into anything.
Yeah, except here's my butch lesbian wife that can't stand a black dress. But Aaron's over there fucking owning it. Owning the black dress. My wife is miserable.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Be a bigger champ about it, Chelsea.
She's fine. We will get her in another dress, though.
We are going to get her in another dress, and it's going to be fine.
Yep.
Anyways.
Okay, Bridget, our producer, reminded me that we never followed up on the sex operator story.
Yes.
That we touched on in another previous episode. So I followed up with Sarah to get the true deets.
Yes.
And she said that he wanted to be a miniature size, like a little Lego man in her purse. And what the service was that he was paying for was that he just wanted her to tell stories of what she was going to do throughout her day so he could envision him just in her purse going these places with her.
Great.
And then she also, to add,
this is wild.
she also had a ruler So, like, she's sitting in, like, a little cubicle desk or whatever. And she has a ruler that for certain calls...
Are sex phone operators just all literally sitting in a cubicle call center somewhere?
Maybe. And I might have made that up. I have no idea.
That's what I envisioned. Anyways, go ahead.
But she had a ruler. And so, like, if anybody was like, oh, spank me, or she needed to make that kind of noise, she just would hit the ruler on the desk or whatnot.
What a sexy phone operator lady.
Y'all, but if you saw her, you would be like, what? Like,
oh, see, we talked about that also being a thing. You know, it's never what we imagined. Probably on the other end of the phone.
She honestly,
wild, actually.
Yeah, I don't even know who she reminds me of. I was trying to like think of like a comparison to like give you an idea.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, she is not at all. And she would change her voice, like she let us hear how she would change her voice. So I'm like, oh my God.
And was the other voice like legit?
Yeah. Yeah. But it did not match.
I'm trying to think of how I would change my voice for that to happen.
Yeah, I would fuck it up.
Yeah. Like, hi, baby. Ew.
No. I just couldn't.
No.
Not to just answer a call and like in that moment be like, yeah. You know, but then I'm like, what dirty MFers on the other side of this phone? And that's where I'm like, no, thank you.
No, you can't think that way. You would just literally have to think of it as a job.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I feel like, right?
For sure.
I don't know. That's wild. I mean, remember, like, we talk about this all the time. You can't think too deep about it. Like, it's one of those things that, like, you know, when you're at a restaurant and you know it's going to be dirty, but you're forced to go there, you can't look too deep. Yeah. You can't think too deep about certain things. Yep, just go in, and this is how I get Megan to do things with me half the time, or this is how we walk into hotel rooms. Like, don't look deep, Megan. Quit looking deep. Because I am a recovered germaphobe. Anyways.
Yeah. It's hard not to.
No, I know. Oh, I know. You're right.
Yeah.
The moment I do look deep, I'm like, you know. Anyways. Okay, we've lost track of where we were, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. Well, also, before I forget and tell it 10 episodes later, since we just talked on the last episode about the Chicago, me shitting my pants. Do we need to say that?
Yes. Let's do that. No, let's absolutely tell this story.
Okay. So last episode, y'all, we briefly brought up me almost shitting my pants in Chicago, literally in the middle of Chicago. So what had happened was we were in Chicago celebrating Aunt Ray's birthday, and I had a salad. I'm pretty sure we ate salads at the restaurant that night.
Yeah, because that's what we do when we're around my mom and sister. Anyways,
so we ate, I mean, it was a great salad. It was like a big old just leafy salad. So I eat this salad, and then we leave, and we're going into a Walgreens for something.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was for. Like, I feel like it had to be for, like, ibuprofen. It was something basic.
Yeah, we were about to leave Chicago, though, and drive to your home. Like, we were driving back to your hometown.
Yep.
That evening. So we went into Walgreens for something.
Maybe somebody needed tampons.
Yeah. Mind y'all, this Walgreens is 2 fucking floors. So we walk in.
Yeah, I mean, we're like downtown Chicago, like Michigan Ave.
Yeah,
Chicago.
We're going up the escalator to go up to where, whatever it was that we needed, whatever. And there's a man behind me and everything, and like, I've got bubble guts, like they're stirring, and it's one of those bubble guts that you can't trust to fart, because like something's gonna come out. And there's a man behind me, and I'm like, if I fart, like bless his heart, like, you know, whatever. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna get upstairs, and there's gonna be a bathroom, and I'll just go to the bathroom, and all is well.
Yep.
There's no bathroom in Walgreens,
which is wild because, like we said previously, it is a 2-floor fucking Walgreens. Yep. This thing is massive.
Yep. And so we don't see a bathroom, and so like Jordan and her sister are like, I'm like, I'm going to go find a bathroom, whatever, thinking that maybe there's one on the first floor. So I go down to the first floor and I ask a worker and they're like, no, we don't have one. And I'm like, cool. Well, by this time, like, it's intensifying. Again, I have not let out anything because I don't know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's intensifying. I don't know if I called you or if I saw you or text you. I don't really remember. But
called me.
I did let you know that I was leaving Walgreens to go somewhere else to find a bathroom. And so I walk out of Walgreens and I just see a Macy's across the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting for the crosswalk and I'm like sitting there and like I'm thinking, literally visioning the Bridesmaids movie where she's walking across the street and it just happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm close to that point where like I'm gonna have to buy new pants in Macy's. Like something's gonna happen. So I go in Macy's. Y'all, Macy's is 5 fucking stories high.
Yeah. And the bathroom is not on the floor you walk into, for the record.
Yep. So I walk in and I like go up to the perfume counter. I'm like, where's your bathroom? She was like, on the 4th floor. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now I have to truck it up to the 4th fucking floor. Cool. So I'm like taking escalators, like one, like then I'm on like, I'm so close and there's a family in front of me on this escalator. And finally I'm like, I need to go around. Excuse me. Like I like kind of move around him. I get up to the bathroom. I made it. And I apologized for anybody that was in the bathroom at that time. But there also was nobody. And it was, it was...
Explosion City happened.
Yeah.
Well, the best part is what Megan doesn't realize happens afterwards is that I get my ass reamed by my mother for what she thinks I have left Megan.
Abandoned me.
Somewhere. Like we've gone to Macy's first or something and then went to Walgreens and I straight up abandoned her ass in Macy's. So I'm getting my ass reamed because she's like, why would you leave Megan in Chicago in Macy's all by herself? Like just freaking out. And I'm like, no, Mom, wait a minute. She had to go.
Yeah, she was gonna shit her pants. I could not wait on them. I mean, I know that they just maybe had to buy one product.
Right.
But like there was no waiting. Like I needed to go.
Right.
Go.
So then my mom's like, so we go to Macy's to find her, and we end up talking to somebody else at a different counter who gives us 2 bathroom options.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't get a hold of Megan, and she because we're in Macy's, and like when you're in like a store, I feel like you can't get service very well in these stores.
Hit or miss, yeah.
Right, so I'm trying to get a hold of Megan. It won't go through to Megan's phone, so we go down 2 levels from the floor we're on. So we're now 6 levels away from Megan, but we don't realize this at the time. We go into this bathroom. There's 1 million people in this bathroom, and I don't know why it was hopping in there.
Yeah, and y'all ended up being like at the complete we were at like the opposite ends of the store until we kind of met in the middle or whatever.
Right, so I kind of was panicking because we still haven't gotten a hold of Megan, and I'm like, well, now she's not in this bathroom. Now we might have a missing persons case on our hands. And I gotta find my best friend in Chicago. Well, finally we end up getting a hold of each other, and we do. We end up like meeting somewhere.
And I was relieved.
Oh my God, but she just like, you could tell.
And I had to say that we ate a salad because I think it was the salad.
I think it was. It just got things moving.
It did. Know? It moved things very quickly.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you looked at me and you're like, you gotta go, I was like, yeah, that's a desperate bathroom look. So,
yeah,
you go. And Mom was all panicked that I abandoned my 30-some-year-old friend in Chicago.
In Chicago.
Oh, sorry, I don't know where that came from. Anyways.
But yeah, so I didn't shit my pants. It was very close. But I made it to the bathroom.
It was still so funny, though.
Yeah.
And I can totally relate. The amount of times I've almost shit my pants in the last year or so is alarming.
I know. I hate it whenever you're driving and you, like, feel that urge and there's not really anywhere to, like, stop or pull over.
Right.
And then what? You know?
And then what? I just attempt to get home very quickly.
Right. Or somewhere.
Yes. Anywhere that has a bathroom that I have no issue exploding in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Have you ever pooped in the wild?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Unless maybe I was like little and we're on a road trip or something. I don't think so.
Yeah, no. I never have either. I mean, I've peed in the wild, but
I've even gone camping and I still can't think of a time that like I needed to poop so bad on camping or something that I went out there. No, anyways. Well, should we do the would you rather or should we have our little support talk?
Let's do the would you rather and we'll end on the support talk.
Okay, great. Okay, so we have a pretty basic-ish would you rather. And we didn't put it on the internet because we have slacked a lot. And it is a great would you rather. It's just kind of, it's maybe not so hard for people to decide, or it might be.
Yeah.
So, would you rather, Megan, have a mohawk or a mullet?
Definitely a mullet.
Yeah, that just feels right for you. Yeah.
I don't know that I could confidently pull off a mohawk. I feel like I could confidently pull off a mullet.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, I've had varying versions of mullets in my hair career.
You have.
So, I mean, I think I would try a mohawk. I think, because there's, varying ways to do a mohawk, because I don't know that I would want, like, what they used to have in, like, the 90s,
where it was, like, completely shaved on the sides.
Yeah, and just, like, really fucking tall and just completely, like, but I would have some kind of mohawk, I think.
Yeah.
Technically, with the varying grades of hairstyles I've had, I probably had something close to a mohawk.
Yeah.
Like when my top was really long and I shaved everything underneath, that was, probably could have mohawked that.
Sure.
I don't know.
Get that got to be glued.
Oh my god.
That product.
Yeah, I had a client. Is that what it's
called?
Yeah. I had a client just not that long ago tell me that he did use Elmer's glue for his mohawk back in the day. Yes. And I was like, huh. But he's that kind of guy now. Like, he doesn't have mohawks.
Also, my dad did confirm that Aquanet is still around.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Do they sell it at the Walmart?
I don't know. I'll have to look.
Honestly, I haven't sauntered down the hair aisle in Walmart in a while. Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Investigate.
Yeah.
We should totally put on, like, detective glasses and, like, trench coats and investigate the shampoo aisles.
Or, like, walk up to people that are looking at shampoo and be like, do you want to know a little secret about this?
Yeah, let me tell you. We get kicked out of the Walmart. I know we would. Somebody would be like, are you the ladies harassing people in the shampoo?
Telling them to not buy our stuff. Yeah, we are.
Yes, we are.
Get that preservative shit off the counters, shelves, whatever
that is. Aisles, lanes, counters,
right,
shelves.
It's all hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Also, before we get on our soapbox, if we go deep on it, on our whatever we're gonna say. Our next product that we're going to talk about is the curly hair line.
Yes. We don't know where we're going to start with the curly hair collection, but
let's just do all of it.
Okay.
I don't feel like there's that many.
And maybe since we have the YouTube now, we have a YouTube channel, we can bring the products up here.
Yeah. Great idea.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have a little display for our people watching on the YouTube.
Yeah. So, listener, if you didn't just gather that, we now have a YouTube channel where you can also see us
YouTube channel at Running with Scissors Pod on the YouTube is our handle, I think. Listen, this is day one of me learning about YouTube, so
let's also give a round of applause for Jordan, who takes care of all of our social media. Yay!
Whatever.
That's my girl.
That's me. Anyways, yeah. Well, listen, I'm like I said, bear with us on the YouTube. Okay, this is new. I know nothing about YouTube. My 7-year-old could probably teach me more about YouTube than what I know about now, which is horrifying. But whatever. Anyways, So we did want to make a little statement based on what's going on in the world. We're not going to get overly political because I can't mentally handle it right now. So let's not.
We did on our last episode
right.
too.
And we're not trying to make this podcast about politics either.
Not at all.
But it does affect us.
And let's also just say that like our podcast is also a place for us to kind of decompress.
Yep.
Our feelings and thoughts that like we don't always get to. I mean, we clearly share with each other and our families and whatnot, but like it's just another way for us to like decompress our thoughts and our feelings.
Right. So like, you know, we don't want to get overly political because number one, we hate the division that this has brought on anyways, but like, you know, it does affect our lives. So like we said, like it'll get brought up here and there because it is going to affect our lives directly, I believe, at some point, unfortunately. So I think bear with us, but we want to say, as hairdressers, as business owners, and on behalf of Meraki Studios, which is our little suite in Salons by JC, we will always support marginalized communities. We will always obviously support our own, which is the LGBTQ plus community. The other one that is becoming marginalized very quickly is us being women. But also the Hispanic, Asian, Black communities that are being marginalized and are scared. We're all scared. This is a scary time. This is scary for all of us. I mean, Meagan and I have marriages that may still be around, but won't be seen legally anymore. Like, you know, things are scary, and, you know, ICE is doing crazy things.
Yeah, and families being ripped apart because one or all are getting deported, and...
Right. So we want you to know that in our salon, you are always welcome. And we will always protect you, and it is a safe place, and always will be. We have trans clients, we have Hispanic clients, we have Asian clients, we have Black clients. Like, we are never going to not be a safe place. And we will never stop supporting you.
Or judge you
we'll
because
never
of
judge
it.
you, right.
Of it. Like, not at all. We have a proud sticker on our window that says all is welcome.
Yep. And that'll be fact until the day we die.
Yep.
So.
Because it's not fair. I mean, I think about our industry and how our industry is to make people feel good about themselves and to feel comfortable and confident in their skin and their shell. And that's our job, is like they come into us because they need a refresh, a revamp. They need to feel lively again. Their mental health is not great, and so they need their hair fixed so they feel better about themselves. I mean, whatever it is, there's so many different scenarios. But that's our job, is to make them feel good and walk out of our salon with a smile and confidence to go walk the street however they choose to look or be.
Yep.
And I can't imagine turning away anybody because I, wanted to judge them for what they are, when my job is to make them feel good about themselves.
Right.
And so I'm not doing my job.
Right.
And even if I wasn't doing this job, I would accept everybody.
Right. 100%. Like,
I mean, if you're evil, no thank you. Go away. Like, I only support good energy. But, but like, I feel like everybody deserves a chance, and everybody's just doing their best to live their life how they choose to live it, or how they think. Yeah, I don't know. We don't need to go deep on it, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're right, though. Like, we're pro-choice people. We are people who, I don't want to be making choices for you.
I can barely make choices for myself.
Right. I don't want to make choices for you. I don't want to control what's happening in your life. I can barely control what's happening in my own. Just like Meagan said, like, I have zero desire to know who you sleep with, when you sleep with them, how you handle your children, how you handle your life, how you pay for things. Like, I don't give a fuck, right? I don't care if you're an immigrant. I don't care if you're not from here. I don't care. Like, I care about myself, my daughter, my wife, what's happening in my home, my business.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, I actually come from a very diverse family, and, you know, I'm thankful I grew up in that. I'm thankful that I was raised by people who took in people who needed the help, but also took in, you know, biracial children that at the time it was very questionable to have. You know, it wrecked my grandparents' reputation was wrecked in their community because they adopted a biracial black child. But I'm thankful they did it, and I will always support that behavior, to stand up and do what is even questionable to be doing, to stand up and do it anyways, because you know it's what's right. That little boy needed a home, and my grandparents could give it to him, and so they did. And I mean, it was so alarming in their community that it was like a 3-page article in their newspaper.
I believe it.
So, you know, like, I hate that. I literally hate that there's so much racism still in this country, and unfortunately there's always going to be racism. I think we've learned that after and hate. I think we've learned that after what's just happened. So yeah. We support you.
We do.
We sympathize, empathize with you, all of the above. And just know you're safe in our salon, and always will be. And our podcast will be a safe place too. We do not breed hate on this podcast. I mean, we might breed hate towards the right things. Anyways, whatever. Yes. You get what we're saying.
Yeah.
But we love you. We love you all, and we're gonna make it.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Everything's fine. Everything is fine.
We're gonna get through it.
Yep.
We're gonna get through it.
Should we just end it here?
Well, speaking of getting through it, the Lunar New Year was yesterday.
Yes.
And it's the snake. You gotta shed your skin.
Snaky snake.
You gotta shed all your old shit. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
But the other part about the snake is that we gotta be silent, but yet deadly. Efficient. Yes, but deadly. So I like the snake for multiple reasons. Yeah. So I'm excited about this year being the snake.
Yes.
Got multiple snakes tattooed on me for that reason. Anyways.
I know, it's kind of inspiring. I mean, I would never befriend a snake. Ever. But it kind of made me want to get a tattoo.
What the fuck does that even mean? You have a friend who has multiple snakes on their body.
I'm saying, like...
You're going to befriend a snake?
No, girl. Like, it's inspired me to want to get a snake tattoo. But, like, if a snake was to crawl right now, I would fucking jump on top of this table. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to befriend you. We're not cool.
No, right.
Like, if I put a snake on my body as a tattoo, it's resembling, like, the whole snake.
The meaning of it. Yes.
Not that I want the animal or the critter, the creature, the little whatever. No. You can still stay where you belong.
Okay, that makes sense. I see you now.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Okay, well, I think we're done.
Okay. Well, stay safe out there. There is a 90% chance of rain for tomorrow.
I was just about to be like, stay tuned to your local forecast. But it is supposed to be beautiful this weekend, though.
Yeah,
so
in Oklahoma City. Yeah. Anyways.
Not in Sweden or Thailand. We don't know.
Anyways, love you. Bye.
Bye.
We should name this one Love You Bye.
Yeah.